we get the fucking party boys up today for Tim Milliken, and we're doing the mighty Chuck Schuldiner and Death. I went with the newer logo, but I really like the one that had the spider webs and skulls and everything in it. But Death, what do you say about Chuck Schuldiner? Is he the creator of all things death metal? We're doing a song today off the Sounds of Perseverance for Tim, Painkiller. And I think it is that cover, if I remember. It's been years. But I remember vaguely someone going, hey, dude, you hear fucking Death did Painkiller? And, you know, it's going to be flooding, isn't it? So what we're going to do is we're going to learn about Death here, then we're going to listen to that song. If that sounds like something fun for you, I know Tim's going to love it. Me and him just going to love it. We're going to have a great time. We'd like you to join us on this journey. Death. 804,000 monthly listeners to the Spotify account. Top 5 jams. Do you know them? If you pause this, could you name off the top 5? Voice of the Soul from this here record, Kaplow. 41 million plays. Symbolic, 28 million plays. Crystal Mountain, 19 million plays. Spirit Crusher, bang, from this record. And then in the 5th slot, why don't you pull the plug? That's right. Look into albums. Of course, you know, Chuck passed away. We love him. But we look at, let's see where this damn albums start. And there's a lot of stuff, man. They've just been going crazy. Scream, Bloody Gore, 1986. The Non-Analog Stage Series, Chicago, 1988. There's a bunch of that stuff going on. You got Spiritual Healing, 1989. You got Human, 1990. Where is Pull the Plug? It's not in there. You see what I'm saying, guys? It's a real mess in here. Non-analog, non-analog. Individual Thought Patterns. Of course, you had Leprosy record. Symbolic, The Sound of Perseverance, Human. And then you're getting all your redos, deluxes. So it's got Leprosy, Deluxe reissue, Scream, Bloody Gore, Deluxe reissue, and Spiritual Healing. I had those 3 records. 4, what was the one after it? Anyways. Look into related artists for this band. This will be a cavalcade of death metal delights for you. Carcass, I've seen them live. Obituary, Cannibal Corpse, Mayhem, Morbid Angel, Bathory, Entombed, Sepultura, Candlemass, Exodus, Sodom, and Dissection. So they're in good company. Look into the bio ever so quickly and we'll get into that song. And you've got an image here and it's of the band indeed. And there is Chuck Schuldiner, front and center, in a beautiful button-up. And he says, Shane, thank you. If he's, you know, he's out there, he says, let's do it, bro. Tell me what you think of my version of Painkiller. I say, I'll do that, bud. Over the course of more than a decade, and it is getting hot in here. Decade, increasingly accomplished album, Chuck Schuldiner, the architect behind the ubiquitous Death, became a bona fide heavy metal icon, now widely recognized as the father of death metal. If a single candidate must be chosen, his resume is about as good as it gets. There you go. Oh. You're going to start seeing a grown man sweat like a horse pig. I'm telling you true. You're going to start seeing something with your eyes that you may not even... And I'm not even just talking about this video. I'm just talking about the sweltering heat to come. I'm just saying you're going to see, if you're just tuning in, you're going to see 3 hot not summer months of a man getting filthy sweaty. Because I'm already frothed. Painkiller, right here, right now. This is the Diddy Bye. We listen to Painkiller, Tim, right here, right now. Iconic drum bit. Can't remember who this is on the drums. Is that guy from Howard Stern, or is it Schuldiner? Or I mean, they're having some fun with it. Is that him singing? I don't remember this very well. I mean, it's not a lot different from the real version, right? I mean, I'd love to know the story behind this. Oh, maybe they're going to go crazy a bit. It almost sounds like it would be more of a, not a Death cover. This part was always, he's going to shred this. I think Glenn even does those sweeps, doesn't he? One of them. Kenneth or Glenn in the original. Gotta have a big solo in there so Kenny and Glenn can go back and forth. They still like Kenneth at the time, right? Painkiller? Still all there. A lot of soloing going on. I mean, I'm a bit underwhelmed. Because it sounds pretty solid, just like the other one. I mean, it's very good, but I'm a bit off-put by that swell of Chuck. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know that I've heard him screech like that before. I'd love to know the story behind it. It's Robert. It's 10 out of 10. It's Robert, isn't it? They don't even have him listed on the song, do they? You mind if I rip another solo before the end of this thing? Party it up, bud. How much time do you need? Give me 40 seconds. That was Robert Halford. But he only did that little bit, didn't he?
Can't stop the
Big Envy. Kapla. Come on, quit being a show off. You know that was Rob in there, don't you? Spirit Crusher. That's 6 minutes long. I would love to know the inside story on that. I'd love to know if they were like in the studio and they says, well, you know, Rob's just next door, because he's not mentioned on that tune, but that was him, just in those little bits. So maybe he didn't even really do enough where he's like, you don't have to put my name in there. Let it be a little Easter egg surprise, Chuck, when they listen to the song and they hear you squealing away. And then what will happen is when we get to that part, they will hear my voice and they will say, that's him, that's Rob, but don't put it in the notes. What say you? Most important part of my videos is where you get in the comments below and tell me exactly what you think of Death. You know, the band. Okay, I don't think I have to explain that. Death, the band, Chuck Schuldiner, and anyone that says Schuldiner, dude. Okay. Because Gene Hoglan himself, and I've mentioned this probably 10, 15 times on this channel, Gene Hoglan himself called him Chuck Schuldiner on a podcast, what I heard. Tell me what you think. Good, great, fantastic, Shane. I am indeed a fan of Death. From the first to the last, to the beginning to the end. I love all the analogs that they put out, the live albums, everything. I'll tell you all-time favorite albums, all-time favorite songs. Tell you about the time that I was lucky enough to meet Chuck Schuldiner somewhere. It'd be cool if I heard stories like that. All-time favorite albums, all-time favorite songs, and tell me what it was like if you saw Death live before your eyes. Because I want to say that he wasn't a real big fan of touring, so it was there wasn't a whole lot of Death performances out there. Is that a true or a lie that I'm saying? Or you say, not good, not great, Shane, it's not my cup of tea. It is indeed death metal. It's in the death metal family. The band is called Death, and so it's not my cup of tea. I do not want this, do not need it. I'll never listen to that again. All of that can be put in the comments below, don't you know? If you got a request, want to see it on the channel, well, hot potatoes, I'd love to do it for you. It sure would be a great thing for me to do. What is that? Is that a hairball floating through the... I'm not crazy. All right. Very good job, my friend. We're getting out of here. Let's do it. Death.